Okay, guess and check. My least favorite method, especially when you have a number either in the A place or the B place that is not prime. If you have a number here that's prime and a number here that's prime, then guess and check is not that big of a deal. But because this one right here is not a prime number, then it's going to increase the number of things that you guess. So guess and check literally means that you're just going to do this right here over and over and over. We know that we've got to have an X right here and we've got to have an X right here. And we know that we're going to have that the only two factors of 2 are 2 and 1. It's got to be a negative 2. So it might be a negative 2 and a positive 1, or it might be a positive 2 and a negative 1. Okay, but we've got factors of 6 as well. So 6 could be 6 times 1, or 6 could be 2 times 3. Okay, and it also matters when we rearrange them. But anyway, so we're just going to do this over and over and over until we get the right answer. So we'll start by putting 6x here and 1 here. So we'll put 6 and 1 right here. So we're trying this one, and now we're going to try the negative 2 and the positive 1. Okay, and when I say try, we're going to put it right here, and now we know that these two are going to give us the 6x squared. We know that right here we're going to get 6x squared, so I'm not really worried about that one. What we're trying to make sure, and we know that this one right here is going to give me the negative 2. But what we're trying for is to see if we have the right combination to combine these two middle multipliers. And I'll show you what I mean by the middle multipliers. We're trying to make sure that we've got the two middle multipliers that are going to add together to give me a positive 1. And those two middle multipliers come when I multiply these two together and when I multiply these two together. So this is going to give me a positive 6x. This is going to give me a negative 2x. And when I put positive 6x and negative 2x together, that's going to be 4x. And I need 1x. So this method is not the correct arrangement. So here's why this is not my favorite. So yes, we've tried the 6x and the 1x, but now we've got to rearrange it and put the plus 1 here and the minus 2 here. Because when we do this multiplication, that gives me negative 12. See, it gives me a different inside term, and this one right here gives me a positive 1x. Now when I put those together, I end up with, put these two together, that gives me a negative 11x. I need a positive 1x. So that's not the right one. So now I've tried this one. I could, now I gotta, and I've tried the negative 2 in both places, so now I gotta try it again. 6x, this time try the positive 2, and then try the 1x with a negative 1. Okay, so we try these two. That's going to give me negative 6x. That's going to give me a positive 2, and that's going to give me a negative 4. That's not the right one. So now I've got to try 6x, rearrange them, put the negative 1 with the 6, and then try x with the positive 2. And that's going to give me 12x, and that's going to give me negative 1. Those combine together to be 11. That's not the one I'm looking for. You see why this is my least favorite method? That's just those three. So I finished now trying the 6-1. So now I've got to try the 2x with the 3x. Okay, so the first one is to try the minus 2 and the positive 1. That's going to give me 2x. That's going to give me negative 6x. That's going to give me a negative 4. So that's not going to work. So rearrange them. Put the plus 1 with the 2 and put the negative 2 with the 3. Multiply these two. That's going to give me negative 4. multiply these two. Oh, I'm getting closer. That's going to give me a -4 and a +3, so that gives me a -1. So it looks like if I can just make that a +4 and a -3, so switch the signs here. Okay, so now I get 4x minus 3x. That gives me 1, so I got it. So the factorization is 2x minus 1 and 3x plus 2. That is guess and check. The problem is that if you have a lot of factors, this guess and check could go on forever. And if you're not real careful, you'll think you will have exhausted all of your options when actually you forgot to, rearrange them. So you have to be careful with the guess and check to make sure you don't leave something out.